State Department spokeswoman Heather Nauert. Reuters It doesn't top Secretary of State Rex Tillerson's reported remark that President Trump is a moron, but this might be the second strangest example of the White House and State Department appearing out of step. State Department spokeswoman Heather Nauert on Thursday tweeted that it is her pleasure to work with talented journalists every day. Talk about veering off message. Trump's position is that journalists are bad people, really dishonest people and absolute scum. I really think they don't like our country, the president told a crowd in Phoenix in August. I really believe that. Nauert, previously a journalist at Fox News, didn't stop at a complimentary tweet. She issued a lengthy statement in recognition of International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists. Here's an excerpt. Around the world, journalists work often at great personal risk to report on issues that impact the lives of individuals in all societies. They shine a light on abuses and corruption, expose threats posed by transnational criminal organizations, and counter disinformation and propaganda that spread false narratives. These efforts play an indispensable role in the healthy functioning of our own democracy and also underpin democratic values around the world. Together with others in the international community, we will continue working to eliminate impunity for crimes against media professionals. On International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists, the United States renews its dedication to promoting a free, professional, and independent press abroad, and to advocating for accountability for those who would undermine a free press with threats, intimidation and violence. A couple of things stand out here. Nauert's assertion that journalists counter disinformation and propaganda that spread false narratives is the exact opposite of Trump's claim that reporters constantly peddle fake news. And her condemnation of threats, intimidation and violence against journalists is precisely the kind of message that PEN America, the Society of Professional Journalists, Free Press and Reporters Without Borders tried unsuccessfully to extract from Trump when they sent the president a joint letter in June. The letter read, in part, while there has always existed a certain amount of tension between the government and the fourth estate, we are alarmed by the growing trend of aggressive and physical attacks on reporters who are simply attempting to do their jobs. We fear that the aggressive criticism voiced by yourself and your White House about the press is eroding basic norms that underpin our free press. We ask that the White House reaffirm its commitment to press freedom in the United States. A formal statement by the president, denouncing political violence of any sort, including against members of the press, and in affirmation of our shared values would, we believe, significantly dampen any license public officials may currently harbor to strike a reporter merely for asking a question. A clear and unequivocal rejection of attacks on the press would be welcomed by political officials on both sides of the aisle, and is a necessary corrective to the corrosive atmosphere created by your earlier rhetoric. Nauert's sentiments are nice, but journalists have learned that the only person who truly represents the Trump administration's position on anything is Trump himself. And he certainly isn't saying the same thing that Nauert is.